And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy.
Damn, she's gonna have no one left in her army if she keeps killing them. So this inventory limit is cramping my style. Hello.
Royal Scout.
Someone's far from home.
Let's follow him.
Interesting. Huh. What's going on here? Oh, is that lady? What's her name?
And?
They're just down that way. All of them. Grieger's my witness.
Benedikta.
Excellent.
Did you say Griever's my witness?
We move.
I don't understand. Have I not proven loyal?
It is true my liege values loyalty above all else. But were you not quick to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
Damn. She's cool. Benedikta's really cool. Oh, wait. I think it just struck me. I think this is Garuda's dominant. Because I think I remember her from the...
Commander of Waloed's elite intelligences. If we can capture her...
You!
Yeah,
Weapons on the ground, Imperials!
Imperials. Oh, we're not Imperials.
Let's get this over with then.
Okay, so I think she's Garuda's dominant. Oh, a clash. Interesting. Test your might. Midnight Raven. Wild.
Behind you.
Whoa! Ah! Clive is bare-knuckling that sword, dude. Hell yeah. Thank you for just watching. Thank you for just watching that instead of helping me. Torgal and Sid. You know what's interesting? They do this in game design so that, like, you know, you can dodge easier and all that stuff. But like enemies really telegraph their movements. Futon, oh my god, he's taking a trip to IKEA. Whoa! Here we go, another one. God, this guy's so cool. I wonder if this guy represents another job. In, when we were still teenage Clive, we were fighting a dragoon. So I wonder if this guy represents, like, a thief class, you know what I mean? Oh my god, you're so cool, Clive. I'm trying to think of other classes that this guy could represent. I feel like he's like a thief or an assassin class. Like whatever, I guess the same class that Zidane was, I suppose. So a thief. If he was stealing my little potions, my little trinkets, then I'd believe it more.
Well, you do look the part. Though you fight like a true shield of Rosaria. And one blessed by the Phoenix at that.
Yay.
Speaking of which, I wonder, does the other icon of fire give blessings, do you think?
You don't believe me?
And lo, the Creator did make of the elements 8 icons to serve as keepers of the water.
Okay, so there's 8 icons to serve as keepers of the one law, made by a creator. So let's see, what do we know so far? We know of Phoenix. Let's not count Ifrit yet. Phoenix. We know of Ramu, Titan, Shiva. And then from the trailers, we also know of Garuda, Odin, Bahamut. I think there's one more that I'm not remembering. Not counting Ifrit. So Ifrit is potentially the 9th. So who's the other one that I'm missing? Bahamut, Odin, Garuda, Shiva, Titan, Ramu, and Phoenix. Interesting. Maybe I haven't met the 8th one yet.
Oh. Not that I've ever set too much store by holy doctrine, but on that point, it's clear. Fire has always had just the one warden, as of all the rest. A new one can't be born until the previous dies, and even that can take years.
My boy Clive's always covered in blood, dude.
The thing is, you don't strike me as a liar. Which leaves but one person who might be able to shed some light on the matter. And they're in Lostwing. As are our Waluda friends, I would imagine. We should hurry before it gets dark.
But what if someone discovers the bodies?
Well, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
I'm trying to think of like others it could be. The only ones that are coming to my brain that it could potentially be, and no one answer me, but it could be Leviathan. Diablos hasn't been seen since 8. Alexander? I'd really highly doubt it's Alexander. If it's fucking Carbuncle, it's all over. The fat chocobo, the cactuar, Tonberry, and who am I to deny that it's the Doom Train? Right now it seems pretty on rails as a game, so I'm hoping to get to the open world by the weekend. Sanbreque, San Jose.
Not much for arriving before sunset.
I didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The Fallen Ruin. I've heard some call it an airship. Though his flying days seem to be behind it.
Not the first time a Sid's taken to an airship.
You truly think a dominant's waiting for us in that village?
My scout has never given me any reason to doubt him. Which is why I think we should hurry. Come on.
That looked like the animation for Breath of the Wild. Obelisks. Attuning with an obelisk allows Clive to travel quickly to the location via both the world map and the local map. Clive need only approach an obelisk to attune with it. Interesting. So that's how fast travel works. It works like the signposts in Witcher. Let's go team. Ooh, a field. Galtand bales. Let's go team. Let's go. The plane.
But are they friends or foes?
Shout out to Buzz Lightyear.
More Waludas.
Waluda.
What is it they want?
You're welcome to ask the next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
Waluder. Just looting around the area. Good citizens, don't mind me. I am just simply looting your home, your lands. Please, carry on. Carry on sleeping. Don't mind me completely torching your crops. Don't mind me. It's for the greater good. It's for the greater good. Alright, what we got here? Interesting.
No sign of the royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scout. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout?
Subtle.
So far, I'm really liking Clive.
What he looks like.
I'm really liking Clive.
Completely abandoned. Can it?
Fireflies.
Miss me?
Oh, it's you.
But let's stick to the plan.
You would not believe your eyes if 10,000 fireflies lit up the...
That sounds like a child.
Best leave him to it. Lit up the world as I fell asleep. Are you alright, boy? Are you lost?
It's all right. I'm not one of them.
I just killed your guards, but don't worry, I'm not one of them.
Imperial Army. And we've come to help. Do you
Why-
know where your parents
Why
are?
did you say that?
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then?
Interesting. This is the church. Ah, look at this area. We're definitely gonna be trading in here at some point. Come out with your hands up. Heavy armor is not the best armor to go sneaking around in. Trust me, I've been playing Skyrim for years. They've tied up Luis. Hey, what are you doing? That looked real dirty, the way that...
Man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog!
Barking. Ooh. Hey,
Time.
who are you?
Stand back.
By the Elder Gods!
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
no, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
Interesting.
You won't guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
A chase scene. Honestly, I feel bad for this guy. Run, sir! Run! I wish I could, like, ride on Torgal's back. Imagine that.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady.
Oh,
The dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
companion?
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Norvent.
Oh my god.
Some may still be worth
I saw
something
that
should the
word.
dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled.
Saw that mentioned in Witcher 2. The Care.
Gentlemen, a toast!
Will you join me?
What's a big leg of mutton?
To Our Lady of the Wind and the King!
The Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedikta! Imperials!
Oh, hey.
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy!
Damn, she's gonna have no one left in her army if she keeps killing them.
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored.
Oh no. Oh, does she have green fingernails? Sheep. Oh my god, she's so cool. Interesting. So, from my understanding so far, Walud and the Imperial army are on opposite ends. And she's with Walud.
Dance, Chirada.
Chirada?
What is that thing?
You know what's interesting? I remember her in Garuda in 15 having like little minions like this as well. Nice. Oh god. I forgot I could dodge midair. Nice. There's a vertical hit. You know what's funny? I feel like I'm using the same brain muscles that I use when I'm playing Soul Calibur, because I think I'm separating the two categories of hits between verticals and horizontals. Torgal's just barking off in the distance. And I also need, I think one of the bad habits I have right now is being really conservative with my Phoenix hits. So I need to use them more even when they're not staggered. I did the same thing in 7 Remake when I would save my limits until one of them was staggered, but I should learn to, you know, share the spoils.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
There he is.
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedikta.
Ah.
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom?
Interesting.
I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
Hmm.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedikta, we have secured the dominant.
No.
Always something, isn't there?
Damn.
And she's gone.
Do you have some sick powers too, Gav?
Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lostwing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav.
Hmm.
The man has a nose for these things. Trust me.
I want to know more about Gav. In the way that Joshua was able to imbue, what's his face, Clive with his Phoenix powers. I wonder if there's a way for other dominants to imbue their own shields as well. And so I wonder, does like Sid have his own shield? You know what I mean?
So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. I thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof.
Oh.
No offence.
No one talked. They started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break.
Interesting.
You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Ah.
We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit?
In it.
Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Interesting. Tale of Lord Dion the Bold. Dion. Slain and fall. Allegiance the young dragoon led. Watched as a million foes turned tail and fled. A little limerick. Storm. But they mentioned Dion, who I remember in the thing. So wait, Dion is a dragoon?
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch. And bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Aww.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
Sid's gonna be such a fascinating character. I can feel it. Me too. Here, I'll do that too. Cheers. Cheers to the boys. Meanwhile, Caer Norvent.
Civilians would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. Well, Bahamut may lead 100 full legions. Could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple?
Interesting. Bahamut. Oh god. I think Bahamut's leader of the Empire?
Just a breeze. Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift. Perhaps you are distracted.
Maybe that wasn't, maybe that, Ifrit wasn't Clive. Oh no, this is the, hooded man that we saw.
My
Interesting.
offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Damn!
Lord Margrace, don't!
Lord Margrace? Wait, isn't that the name of... Hold on. Isn't that the name of... What's his face? The guard, the guy who trained us when we were 15. Interesting. Rodney.
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle with them.
Interesting.
Clive,
He's so eepy.
wake up. Gav's back.
Alright, Gav. Gavin. Gavmeister.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedikta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
Kunja.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the Caer and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Come on, Gav.
Well, you put it that way.
He's like, yeah, you're right.
Suppose I better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
Aye, aye, Gav. Aye, aye.
I won't. Right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
Too true. Thank you, Sid. Thank you. Ah, mate, kippers, black pudding, stone blue, pandamane, pandamona, chocobo stew. No.
You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you.
You're welcome. That will be 10 gil. If this was Cloud, he would be charging this girl out the wazoo, dude.
Quentin, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic. And he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Interesting.
Meaning you haven't.
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lostwing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked.
Fascinating. Oh, look how sad he got.
Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma. As a favor to Sid, that is.
God, Sid's opening all kinds of doors for us. Because Sid's been doing his side quests.
This. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen...
Speech level 100. The Hanged Man?
May the mothers guide you.
Interesting. Is that a tarot card thing?
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lostwing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lostwing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
The sweet acoustic is beautiful.
Really works.
Master Quinton took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us.
Will do.
Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Woodcutter, who's still working late into the night. This is so pretty, with all the fireflies and stuff. Stunning, stunning, stunning work. What's this? Nope. Torval, if there's anything you'll learn from me, it's don't walk into dark, damp sewers on your own. I learned my lesson in Final Fantasy VII. Hello.
That a hanged man, I see.
Hanged.
Master Quentin
He's
must
got-
think you're important.
He's got the Shakespearean
Getting
down.
rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now.
Ash.
Along with the others.
The way that they capitalize that makes me think that's like the
These
afterlife.
others. Was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall
Grieger.
anything else about him?
Only that he weren't alone. There was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you.
Interesting. I wonder if he remembers the brown hooded man from his little migraine.
So, a shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on. But I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the Royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon it has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if
Acoustic slowly comes filtering back in.
there should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we?
Nappy time for Clive.
No.
Rosefield.
About those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet
Nah.
bed, I suppose. My thanks, Quentin. Next time you're at the hideaway, it's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services.
What do you mean?
Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish.
For that, can you not spare us a bed, sir? Golly, these guys are having me work to the bone. The following evening, a few hours later.
First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the Caer when the shadows are at their deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting.
I wonder what care means. I know, like I said, I've run into that word before when I was playing Witcher 3, which I did not do on stream. But when I was playing that game, I remember care coming up. Goodbye. What? You have something to say?
The road here cuts through Lorbert's Pass to Caer Norvent. You're not thinking of heading that way, are you?
I am. You know what this area reminds me of? It makes me think of the first mission that you get sent on as Zack in Crisis Core, where you're like in the woods. Like it's like right before you get into the.
Wrong way, friend. The village is behind.
It's like right before you go into the fort. Interesting. So there's the royal family and then there's the Empire family. So I'm guessing that Bahamut is either with the Empire or the other ones. So I guess we'll figure that out. But Bahamut is in a position of power, as he always is.
Why take a stronghold they've no chance of holding?
When they've no intention of holding it.
Okay, hold on. They're calling them the Royalist versus Empire.
The king is up to something.
The king.
Well, you don't think they're acting on a whim, do you? This is one of His Majesty's cunning stunts, and he sent his best to execute it.
It's over.
I just kicked. He soccer kicked that man up. Okay. Damn! Clive hated that guy in particular.
Caer Norvent. Hard nut to crack even when it isn't crawling with royalists.
I don't care who else is in there.
I'm like dying to know. I'm dying to know who this is, because I feel like it's Joshua. I do. I really do. I don't think this is Ifrit. I think this is Joshua. But that doesn't make sense, because Joshua was not the guy with the brown cloak.
Much as I enjoy battering down the front door,
I just feel like they're hiding his face for a reason.
will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge. It should see us through to the lower levels of the Caer. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But
Yeah.
what do you want?
What do you want?
Why would you risk your life for a handful of outcasts?
Maybe he's just trying to get some...
If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property...
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us.
Interesting.
What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are. But our world isn't ready for a place like that. So, until it is, I use the power I've been given to show people there is hope.
It's a beautiful quote.
So, tell me about this, Benedikta.
The best and worst decision I ever made. Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her icon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda. Warden of the Wind.
Hey?
Warden of the Wind. So, if Phoenix is the Warden of Fire, Garuda is the Warden of Wind. So this is why I was late. I was updating our lore board, and I was adding the things that are pertinent to, I think, today's part of the story. Look at my info. This is the info we have on Clive so far. I think it's very compelling. Compelling information here for Clive Rossfield. The shield to the Phoenix, you know, his bro, and watched him get killed by Ifrit, captured by the Imperial Army and was branded. It's really, really deep stuff that I wrote down for Clive Rossfield. Really, really deep stuff right here. Really, really deep stuff. Hoggle, who was taken care of by Karen. We have reunited with our boy. And Karen, you know what? She may be Karen in name, but not in spirit. We love it. We love it. We love it. Look at this wicked Bob. We have Otto Octavius and Gav, who work under our good friend Sid Telemon, Sidolphus. Dominant of Ramu, the sweetest boss on this side of the Mississippi. I added this little note. Getting some Jaegerist vibes from him. Could that develop? Maybe. Maybe. Hugo Cooper, the Titan Dominant, big and large, kind of intimidating. Could he be a himbo? Possibly. Who knows? Possibly. So this is one of the things that I think is really interesting, because a lot of the trailers really point to the fact that Clive is Ifrit. And so I'm wondering what this relationship is going to be like with the hooded dominant of Ifrit. You know what I mean? Whether he's going to give the power to Clive, or maybe like this this hooded figure is just like in his imagination, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm gonna be the next Moss with all my notes. That's the goal. I'm coming for Harpocrates' role, dude. Coming for his crown. Benedikta. Interesting. What is that? Is that her? That looked like a Garuda. True.
The land has fallen. The Eastern territories all but belong to the orcs.
I'll have my men ready to depart by noon.
Don't bother.
Oh wait. Follow to the orcs? And isn't this the king of something?
Without adamantite.
The blight would have
Adamantite.
there long. Besides, you already have your orders.
Oh, is this the king of Waloed? Yes, it is.
The dark swallows more of the realm with each passing day. The land starved of the ether that gives it
Ether.
life. And as the fringes fade, the people flock to the mother crystals, desperate for their blessing. The war we wage for possession of that blessing, it breaks us from within, hastening us to our own destruction.
And so you do what must be done.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow. The world must be restored, and I will see it so.
You might have already had Zidolphus not betrayed us.
Him again. Lust you still for his embrace?
Yes, confirmation.
Of course not.
Oh, please don't show anything and get my stream banned, please.
Serve you, and you alone.
Ah.
I remember well the day you first entered these halls. Your pale hand pressed into his, as if you would never let go.
That
Oh.
was a long time ago. Yours is the only hand I
God, this makes me so nervous.
now and always.
Soon, my dear. Soon all will know whose hand it is that keeps them from falling into the darkness.
Interesting.
Be my leash. Never let me go.
Interesting. So, in the king's mind, he's trying to, yeah, this is not your father's Final Fantasy. This is not the kind of Final Fantasy that you see in 9. Steiner and Beatrix are not doing this. Anyway, so he, in his mind, he's trying to unite all the dominants against the Blight. So, but standing in his way are Cid and his betrayal, as well as the Empire. I love her fit.
One of our sentries has failed to report, my lady. Your orders?
Pull the men back inside the Caer, Geralf.
He is here then.
Geralf.
Have them lead Cid and his little pet to the chapel. I shall entertain them there.
Go into the chapel and we're gonna fight
So you've come
Garuda.
for me after all.
Interesting. Interesting. Star-crossed lovers, potentially? Some sort of what's the word?
All clear.
What could have been the one that got away? Hell yeah. Alright. It's dark. Headwind.
That's a nice trick.
Oh my god, he could do the same thing that Joshua can. Joshua did this at the beginning. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneaky me, sneakerson. What's that thing that Kronk says? Squeak, squeak, squeaker. This is where all the oh god, what's that called? In Until Dawn, the Wendigos start like climbing out the bars. Watch this.
Need some help.
Are you gonna use your powers of Romu?
What do you think? That I'm doing most of the lifting. At your leisure, Clive.
At your leisure, Clive. I like how he has two swords. Again, they're not beating the Witcher allegations. There we are. Siegfried. God, I love the use of these like medieval names and stuff, you know? It definitely like really truly fits the vibe. I've said before that one of the things I really appreciate out of Final Fantasy is like how in the games they usually like take inspiration from real life cultures and stuff, right? And so X, you can see the inspiration with like Polynesian cultures and you know, like Pacific Islander cultures. And then
Where to next?
in 12 you can see the inspiration from the Middle East. And so in this one you can definitely see it in like the, you know, the medieval like Nordic, God, what's the right word for this? Nordic, maybe like old German, like that kind of area, you know what I mean? Like the word care, for example, the names of the soldiers here, for example. A lot of inspiration from there, which I think is really, really cool. And once again, adds to the
only leads to more royalists.
to the what's the word? Adds to the tone setting. Ba 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 beep 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 beep.
Well, we found the Imperial garrison, right where the royalists left.
Ah, okay. Once again, I wrote it down in my notes yesterday. I need to really differentiate the difference between a royalist and an imperial. Yeah, with this thing. Oh, God, no. Osfair. I want to look that up later and see where that, like, the origins of that word come from. That's another one. Ganfreyer. Yeah, I want to look all these up. For when I was playing through Bramble, I was doing like PowerPoint presentations on like the myths that would come up. Watch me pull out a PowerPoint presentation for this game as well, just because I'm endlessly fascinated by all this. Kate Sith charm. What's this? A good luck charm modeled after the front foot of the mythical Kate Sith, a cat with a pelt of spun gold, whose rare claws rake in treasures from the very earth. The legend likely has its origins in apocryphal tales of the common Valician curl. Interesting. Kate Sith. Oh my god, they killed Kate Sith. Oh my god. Kate Sith. Kate Sith has been skinned and eaten. I think these are like DLC things I got with my game. The Onion Sword. Taking up this radiant blade of gold and turquoise in one's hand invokes strange yet familiar images of four homespun youths on a journey to quench the coming darkness. Now this also feels like a FF reference. I feel like these are both Braveheart and Onion Sword are references to 8-bit Final Fantasy, and Kate Sith I think is a reference to 7. Scholar Spectacles can be anything. Scholar Spectacles can be anything. Golly. God, I'd love this so much if I could see it. What's that thing that they say now where, like, in modern movies and television, they, like, make everything so much darker so it's, like, harder to see because they've just, like, let go of the idea of, like, lighting dark scenes. Okay, so we're at the chapel and we're gonna get married.
Grieger must have plans for us.
Everyone's fallen. Everyone stay on your guard. You and your gadgets. Hey. Lover.
Little late for prayer, isn't it?
Do I seem so desperate as to grovel at the feet of a false god? I was waiting for you.
Not for too long, I hope.
The romance is still alive.
Well, let's chat then. Where are the men and women you took from Lostwing?
You mean where's the dominant? Well, you shall be requiring his services indefinitely. Come back to me, Sidolphus. I need you. We can create together the world that we can build.
You need me? Your king needs me. I'm all for building a new world. Just not his.
Interesting.
That bastard's dreams are as twisted as his promises are false. And I want no part of them.
King Barnabas saved you, and this is how you speak of
So it's King Barnabas.
him. Have you no shred of loyalty?
What? To a leader who'd use me? Like he uses you.
You know nothing of me, Sidolphus.
You're right. I don't know who you are anymore. Or what you want. I only know what you used to say. That you were tired of running. That you just wanted to be free. Free of it all. You weren't lying to me then, so what changed? What made you think you had to sacrifice who you were to get what you wanted?
Sacrifice. I use my talents to my advantage, and you would tell me there is shame in that?
If there's
Interesting.
no shame, then why do you feel so sorry for yourself?
A rousing speech, Lord Commander. I was a fool to believe you might have changed. The only person I feel for.
There's a beautiful detail here of like whenever she snarls, you can see the wrinkles appear around her nose. Beautiful detail.
For is you!
Look at that. You can see it.
I can't do this anymore. If you would stand between our liege and his dream, then you leave me no choice.
God, the detailing on her skin. Haha, here we go. Oh.
Stand back, Clive.
Oh no, Ramu V. I love how they gave each other time to transform. Wow, Ramu V, Garuda. all these Titan battles, dude. All these summon battles are incredible. Y'all know I love them. I can't get enough. They're so anime. Oh, he's not strong enough. Here, let me take care of those, Sid. I got it. Oh, no. Oh no! I wonder if this is her fully transformed. Because usually when they fully transform, they are like, you know, larger than life. Like Shiva and Titan, but she was still kind of half in, half out.
Finish them.
Alright. I love how Coco Puff Panda and I actually came up with the same idea there. Loving the little scrunch she does with her nose. Suparna. Wait, I think Suparna is what these things were called in 15. Oh god. Oh my god, there's two of them. Ah. Oh wait, the R1 to recover is uber helpful. I'm gonna turn into one. I always have a hard time when it's multiple enemies. But give me one, and it's all good. Oh! I'm gonna be so scared when that turns into like a really fast QTE. Nice, buddy. That's my boy. That's my boy. 2, 3, 4. Let's take down Chirada. Let's focus on Chirada first. It's always worked in our favor to focus on one at a time. Wrong one. Oh my god. Did you see that? Did you see Torgal just like do his little flips and stuff? I love you, buddy. Good job. Like when I was fighting, what's his face? God. Oh, I shouldn't spoil that. I was gonna say something from 7 Remake, but I shouldn't spoil it. I'll say this. When I was fighting these two enemies at the same time, I focused on one at a time, and that helped me a lot. I was at a certain pillar, if I remember correctly. Okay, Suparna seems to favor a lot of distance spells. As they say in fighting games, they would call her a zoner. So let's close the distance. This time. Yeah, nice. Oh, you got me there. You got me there. This time. Oh, okay. Wait. Horizontal, I can dodge in. I can dodge in. Hey, get hands off my dog. This time. Ate that again.
You lose.
That was a good one. That was a good fight. That was a really good fight. Suparna and Chirada. I wonder if that's based on something. Those are very interesting, unique names. So I wonder if that's based on like some sort of like mythology. You know what I mean? Like in 12, there's a summon called Kukulain, and that was based on a, if I remember correctly, Nordic mythological hero. And so I wonder if these two are also from something like that as well. That's my boy Clav. No!
Sid, are you alright?
Do I look alright?
Yeah, damn, bro, you ate that statue. Interesting. Oh, wow.
Benedikta will be on her way to collect the dominant, if she hasn't already. You can't afford to let them leave. Remember, she has wings, you don't.
What about you?
Before or after I catch my breath?
Sorry. Come on, Torgal.
Okay. He's still kicking it. He's still kicking it, so maybe we have a chance. Don't you die on me. Don't you die on me. We ain't ready yet. We're not ready to part yet. We still have so many adventures to go on. You promised you would take me to Disney World, Sid. You promised. So you better not die.